You know, there's enough testosterone here to clog the colon of the Incredible Hulk. And then the end comes, and you really see. What's happening, my film nerds? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of Furious 7! Yes, that's right. There's been 7 Fast and Furious movies. Who would have thunk it when we saw that first movie that was very much like, well, of course, Point Break with cars? Cheesy one-liners, bad acting, and 10-second races that lasted 2-3 minutes. Dude, I almost had you. So here we go with Furious 7, of course. It stars Paul Walker, Vin Diesel, Michelle Rodriguez, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Tyrese, Ludacris. A lot of people in this freaking movie. This time around, they're taking on Jason Statham, because Jason Statham plays something Shaw. Well, you know Shaw from Fast and Furious 6, the dude who ended up being Dracula for some reason. He's all laid up in the hospital, he's been messed up. So, of course, Jason Statham's gonna seek revenge on his brothers, well, not killers, because he was, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So he's gonna seek revenge and just kind of like pick them off one by one. And, of course, if you know the story, you know how it starts and how it's linked up to Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Finally it is, and it's funny too because the dude, Lucas Black, he's in this movie, not in it a lot, and it's just kind of funny because I turned to my friend, I'm like, you know, he's supposed to be playing like an 18-year-old and he looks fucking 40 years old. So to take on the new Shaw, they must take on this other villain character altogether by stealing this device called the God's Eye, and by getting the God's Eye, they must rescue this hacker chick in order to get it. Yeah. So of course they do it, and then there's tons of fun. There's fast cars, hot chicks, guys just flexing their muscles and beating the absolute shit out of each other. So what did I think of Furious 7? For what it was, I thought it was entertaining. You really got to go into this movie with an open mind, more so than the previous movies, because there's straight up some ridiculous shit that happens in this movie, like just big time ridiculous shit, but it's okay because you have to accept it. And the filmmakers don't want you to be like, oh, we're gonna try to be realistic with this part. Are you fucking kidding me? Jason Statham's character was a bit underused because it just, I mean, he was obviously the main antagonist in this movie, but it didn't feel like it at times because he would just randomly show up. And then there was like this whole other dude, and then there was just, you know, the heist and shit. The story gets pretty convoluted. But the way it was shot, the cinematography, James Wan, of course, taking over. He did The Conjuring, the first Saw movie. He's very good. He knows how to point the camera. He knows how to build suspense. And that's totally relevant here. It's totally there. You see that. He shoots some crazy little angles and everything like that. It's great. The fight scenes are great. Like, Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham really go at it towards the beginning. Kind of sucks though, because for people who are Dwayne Johnson fans, you might be a little disappointed in this movie just because he's not in it that much. It all wraps up after all the shenanigans. I mean, I was engaged the whole time just because you're just like, this is crazy. Some of the crazy stunts they're doing and the visual effects, everything worked out pretty well. And then of course they get to that ending, man, and they send off Paul Walker's character in great fashion. I mean, I had a feeling like, okay, the only way they could really do it is either they're gonna kill him, which is just not right, or they're gonna send him off this way, and they did do it this way, and I won't say what it is, but the way they did it too, there was like a voiceover with Vin Diesel and the way, and of course it has something to do with driving, and the way they did it, yeah, I mean, I teared up. I fucking teared up, so did my buddy. We both just kind of went, this really punched me in my heart's dick. So if you like the previous movies, you'll like this movie. Go have fun. Don't go in there and start picking it apart. Because, yeah, it's easy to do that. Very easy to do that. But you don't need to do that. Just go have a good time, okay? Enjoy the visuals, okay? Enjoy the visuals. You're going to get some cheesy-ass fucking lines, man. I mean, wow. Like straight out of 80s, 90s action one-liners that just, you go, what? But it's okay, you accept it. So let me know if you saw Furious 7 down below in the balls area. Also, hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Subscribe to my other channel. It is down there. And visit filmjunkie.com for all my videos. Well, alright guys, I'm Dave, the Film Junkie, and I brought you a film review of Furious 7. And there's supposed to be 2 more, which I don't... No more Paul... I mean, when you think of these movies, it's Paul Walker and Vin Diesel. I mean, the second one didn't have Vin Diesel. And the third one, I guess, didn't even have neither one of them. Well, Vin Diesel made a cameo, but... Well, whatever. It's all good. Just, yeah. If you were saddened by Paul Walker's death and you grew up with these movies, yeah. expect a little leakage out of your eyes towards the end. Just warning you. It's okay. Let it ride. Okay? I'm securing my masculinity. I'll cry. I'll fucking cry. Bye.